Welcome to our channel, Montessori Sprouts. This is a complete phonics lesson of letter I, which includes jolly phonics song and action, sound, story, activities, and letter formation.
I, ink, I.
It's story time. Indra has a small pet mouse who lives in a cage on his bedroom desk. One day, Indra forgot to lock the cage properly and the little mouse escapes. He runs along the desk and knocks over a bottle of ink. Crash! The lid comes off and the ink spills everywhere. It even splashes the little mouse. Ee! She squeaks and scampers off to a mouse hole. Indra then walks into his bedroom and follows the inky paw prints. But he cannot find her. Inside, she sits and scrubs its fur, but the ink will not come off. Then she decides from now onwards she will make the mouse hole her home and call herself Inky the Mouse.
Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spread all over the desk. Inky's wet.
I, ink.
Ill. Igloo. Image. Infant. Impala. Insect. Iguana. Indigo. Inflate. Income. Internet. It's activity time. Let's find the uppercase and lowercase letter and sound and put it inside the igloo to freeze. Right, let's get started. Can you spot all the uppercase letter and sound I've spotted the first uppercase letter and I've spotted the second one too. And here's the third one. And here is the fourth one. And I found the fifth one too. Can you spot any more uppercase letter and sound I cannot. So let's move into the second part to find all the lowercase letter and sound and I've spotted the first lowercase letter and sound and I've spotted the second one too. And here we go with the third one. And here is the fourth lowercase letter and sound and I found the next one. Can you spot any more? I cannot. So let's move into the next activity. Activity number 2. Let's learn to write the uppercase letter and sound First, draw a straight line down. Next, add a small line on the top. Then, add a small line at the bottom. Next, let's learn to write the lowercase letter and sound First, draw a straight line down. Then, add a small dot on the top. Activity number 3. Which picture starts with the letter and sound Yes, excellent. It's number 1. Ink. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I. I. Great! Yes, it's number 1. I. I. Igloo. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I? I. Good job. Yes, it's number 2. I. I. Infant. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I? I. Fantastic. Yes, it's number 1. I. I. Insect. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I? I. Well done. Yes, it's number 2. I. I. Impala. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I? I. Excellent. Yes, it's number 1. I. I. Inflate. Which picture starts with the letter and sound I? I. Very good. Yes, it's number 2. I. I. Ill. Activity number 4. Let's match the words with the correct pictures. And the first word is I. I. Iguana. Can you spot the iguana? Well done. Yes, here it is. And the second word is I. I. Image. Can you spot the image? Yes, here it is. And the third word is I. I. Indigo. Can you spot the indigo? Yes, here it is. And our last word is I. I. Ink. And here it is. Activity number 5. Let's spot the pictures starting with the letter and sound I. I. The first picture I can spot is I. I. Insect. The second picture I can see is I. I. Infant. And the third picture I can see is I. I. Igloo. What else can you see? I can see I. I. Impala. And I also can see I. I. Indigo. And I. I. Iguana. And the last picture I've spotted is I. I. Internet. And these are the pictures starting with the letter and sound I. I. The rest of the pictures does not start with the letter or sound I. I. Activity number 6. Let's do this word search. Let's try and find the word starting with the letter and sound I. I. I've spotted the first word on the first row and it's I. I. Image. And I've spotted the second word on the second row and it's I. I. Ink. And I've spotted the third word on the first column and that is I. I. Igloo. And I've also spotted another word on the second column and that is I. I. Insect. And I've spotted another word that is I. I. Ill. And The other word I've spotted is impala. And I've spotted another word on the last column, and that is inflate. And the next word is income. And on the last row, I've found the last word, and that is infant. And that's the end of our lesson. Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel Montessori Sprouts to view more interesting educational videos.